In the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. "2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Get out there with Miller. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic. And it's White in at the two-guard spot. And for Indiana, they've got Siakam. He's out there with the bodyguard. Lee out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the two-guard spot. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
So Indiana wins the tip. And here's Halliburton, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Vucevic with the block, and he gets it back. The shot's good from Halliburton. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Lee gets the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
White looking around. Pass to Vucevic. Launches it. It's rebounded by Indiana. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Well, in 2 years at the helm, no playoff appearances for Rick Carlisle. But Doris, I think we both know they're sure to come.
Well, his history suggests, Kevin, that it's absolutely on the horizon. The challenge a bit different on this particular stop for him. In the past, there have been superstar caliber players that he has worked with. Now you're sort of building the foundation and growing from there.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside, White. Fade away. Siakam pulls it in. The Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Vucevic. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
The bodyguard off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Giddey with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Outside, White. They need this. Hands it from downtown.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
To the paint. Here's the bodyguard. That's in. And he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
It's Giddey with the drive. Vucevic trying to get open, and Giddey gets it to go.
Josh Giddey has the size to absorb contact, doesn't let it phase him, just powers through the shot.
The pass to Nembhard. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Nembhard's got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Fourth, the Bulls.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Giddey. And here's Vucevic. Poke loose. Here's Nembhard. He has 6. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. White's got 5 now.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Pass to Nembhard. Pass to the bodyguard. Tries it from 9. And that one goes long.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now, here is Miller. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, how long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like, when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
That free throw good from Miller. Both free throws good for Miller. Pacers leading by 3. On the wing, Lee, covered by Miller. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Josh Giddey at 6'8", guys. That floater's going to be tough to deal with.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Lee against Miller. Kicks it out to Siakam. Got a piece of it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Halliburton passes to Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Boy, as that shot clock starts to dwindle, you cannot get rushed. Pascal Siakam so comfortable.
Outside, White. Here's Nembhard. 6 points for him. Siakam misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Vucevic. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Now here's Giddey. Driving the lane. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Lee outside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Now Giddey. He has 6. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's the bodyguard, covered by Miller, and it's the bodyguard missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Miller surveying the floor. There's the pass to Dean. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lee against Vucevic. And he goes in for the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Pacers leading by 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second team foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Andrew Nembhard.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago calls timeout.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Wow.
Let's take a look at the players who are the best on the glass this season ago. Fifth, Nikola Vucevic.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers were really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Halliburton against Giddey. Makes it off the glass.
Josh Giddey.
Giddey's got 8 points.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Here's Nembhard. Light covering. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got his second basket.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's White. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
We want to give you shirts, fans, but you need to be the loudest. Can you do it? Let's hear it.
Some changes. Money comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. Now, here's Nesmith. Defense is right there. Halliburton against White. A baseline J. The shot's good from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 7 points.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Oh, Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Passes it to Miller. Over Lee. Out to Miller. Wide open shot is on the money.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Halliburton on the wing. Tight covering. And Lee with the stuff.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Great job to kick it back and create the easy one.
That's the unselfishness you want to see. To try and score consistently, you have to work together.
Now here's Lee. He had that big outing in that Cavaliers game as well. Bounce pass from Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Fires top of the key. Rebound by the kid. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Miller. Again, Chicago.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 7. Here's Nesmith. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Money. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's White. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. White's got 10.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
1:03 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Nesmith. Shot clock at 6. Shots good by Siakam.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Here's White. Pacers with the rebound. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Lee with the steal. Pass to Siakam. Miller grabs the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Yeah. We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's Indiana going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. Coby White is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's the kid. Then it's Miller. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Giddey the pass to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Giddey. Tries from the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Siakam. Coming off a terrific season. Put up about 24 points per, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And the pass to Siakam. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Throw good, Siakam. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Money's checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for Miller. And it's Dosunmu in for Coby White. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Got a piece of it. And they'll get another chance. Here's Siakam. And at last they get one to fall. Siakam's got 12 points in the game. Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Nembhard the pass to Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Lets it go with a 3. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. 10 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And he drives in. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Bulls trail by 16. He lobs it up.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Passes to Siakam. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. Chicago calls timeout with greater penalties attached to those take fouls rules. How do you think that rule change has panned out?
Well, you saw the players adjust quite quickly to this rule change, frankly. It's opened up the floor, created a better product aesthetically. We want fast pace, show off all that athleticism, a perfect implementation of a rules change.
Here are your Indiana Pacers. Wow. Give them a huge hand. That was your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 10 points in the game.
That's about the handle of Josh Giddey. This guy is so good with the basketball in his hands.
Pass to Nembhard for three. The bodyguard. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dosunmu's shot is off. Pacers leading by 14. Here's Lee. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second team foul.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Lee.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good. And he makes both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 16. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, that's a guy who's willing to mix it up offensively and draw the contact and get that opportunity for the old-fashioned and one. We see you, Josh Giddey.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
That free throw good from Giddey. And you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
Well, a little bit of quality defense will not deter Pascal Siakam. Go to work.
Giddey, the pass to Herter. Good D by Lee.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 8 points for the kid.
And always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Lee passes to the bodyguard. Halliburton against Giddey. Indiana needs to get a shot off. There's the triple. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 13 points.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Pass to Herter. Here's Money, covered by Siakam. Yes, that goes in.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Nembhard. 9-point game his last outing. Money passes to Dosunmu.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Josh Giddey, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
When you look at Josh Giddey's overall skill set and combine that with the 6'8" size and the point guard mindset that he has, he is special. The playmaking, the willingness to score it in tough spots. This guy has got a bright future.
And so he hits both.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And a wide open look for Lee. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Dosunmu. It's tipped.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Lee gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the floor. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
And Kevin, this guy's just an old school point guard. His focus is on defense and passing, and rated both of those as an undersized guard in today's NBA.
Both teams will make substitutions. The pass to White over Halliburton, and the Bulls with another miss.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Nembhard, and the layup's good off the glass. Nembhard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And White kicks to Herter. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And the shot goes in. Halliburton's got 12 in the game.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And it's White missing. Pacers leading by 22. Halliburton looking around. Passes it to Lee. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. And that's 12 points for lights out.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, there's a certain strength that Vucevic possesses, so he can play through the contact and still score. That's nice.
Now, here's Siakam. Tight defense on him. Clock at 6. It's deflected. They get it back. Here's Nembhard. It's hauled in by the Bulls. The Kids got 8 rebounds in this game. White the pass to Dean. Back to White. Over Halliburton. And it's White missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to White. To the middle, wants to get it to Herter and does. And he uses the glass on the lane.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Halliburton. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
to the kid. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Halliburton. White, good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Halliburton against White. Inside. Here's the bodyguard. Vucevic defending. Vucevic with the block. And they get it back. Siakam outside. Fires for three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. Offensive rebound. Here's Dean. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Siakam kicks to Lee. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
White the pass to Herter. 1:30 left in the first half. Halliburton against White. He feeds it to Vucevic. That one falls. Vucevic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Halliburton against White. Fires away from outside. And it's Halliburton missing.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Clearly a foul.
The Bulls have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Second free throw, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
One shot.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Here's Miller.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 41 seconds left to play here in the half. White against Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Herder against Lee. And here's Herder. 6 to shoot. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
The try by Lee over Miller. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And just now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defensively, but they're starting to hit some shots, so we're going to have to keep it tightened up.
We'll see what happens as the game continues. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first half was all about Pascal Siakam. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Looking at Chicago, Shaq, your thoughts?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been taking something. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Lee out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's the bodyguard. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Shoots from the right block. Rebound by the Kid. The Kid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Miller. No good that time. Good D by Lee.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Pacers leading by 16. The pass to Nembhard. This one for 3.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And here's Miller outside. It's good from long range. Miller's got the first field goal of the second half for the Bulls. Knocks it loose and stolen by Miller. Outside, White. Miller, the pass to Dean. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Passes it to White. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Into the lane. Takes it out to Siakam. Free throw line jump shot. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
White finds Giddey. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Nembhard, White covering.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Bulls trail by 13. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And Giddey gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and Tyrese Halliburton says one of the favorite parts about the way we're building the culture here is it's not just showing up for a game, and that's it. We watch games, text about games, talk about games when we get to the arena. I just want to be around guys who love basketball and want to be great. Kevin?
Isn't that special, David? Hey, thanks for that report. The kid can hit. Pacers leading by 11. Lee passes to Nembhard. Halliburton with it. Siakam outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Nembhard, good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Can't cash in from close range. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. To the inside. Here's Giddey. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And a kind roll that time off the rim. Is that one fault? Halliburton's got 14.
That's the IQ of Tyrese Halliburton in pick and roll action. Always understands how to get the defender to bite.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Now let's take a look at the scoring breakdown tonight, divided between the starters and the reserves for the Pacers. Giddey finds Miller. Halliburton against Giddey. He can't hit that time. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Dosunmu.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Vucevic again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Charging foul.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Miller, the pass to Dosunmu. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Dosumu's got it back down to within single digits for the Bulls. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And stolen by Miller. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Here's Nembhard. 20 points for him. The drive by Siakam. And it's in there. Siakam's got 24.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Pass to Giddey. Over Halliburton. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
And Lee with the stuff.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Bulls trail by 10. Here's Giddey. Good work there as it goes. Giddey's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Lee passes to the body. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Giddey. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Now, here's Dosunmu, covered by Lee. Now, here's Dosunmu. A stupendous finish in traffic. Dosunmu's got his second bucket tonight. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton, and the Pacers call time here.
The loudest section, there can only be one. And they're getting sent. Let's find those fans.
And he's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Taking a look here at some numbers for McConnell, how he did last season. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Vucevic with the block. Here's the break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Aaron Nesmith.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Miller. Indiana leading by 6. McConnell kicks to Toppin. And there's the pass to Lee. From outside, off the mark. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Giddey, and it's blocked. McConnell scanning the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And he knocks down the first one. Indiana making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for the bodyguard. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Halliburton subbed in for Nesmith. And he makes the first but misses the second. Bulls trail by 7. Poked away. Here's Dosunmu. That one drops for him. Dosunmu's got 7 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
McConnell against Giddey. A shot by McConnell, no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
First personal foul.
And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Second, the Pacers.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Bulls trail by 7. Takes it inside. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game. That sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
outside. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Lee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Passes it to Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in. Siakam's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's showing you that Siakam understands in pick and roll. If I can get myself to open space, I'll get an open shot.
Giddey the pass to Money. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to McConnell. And he converts the layup. And the Pacers lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Miller with the block. Giddey with it. 25 points in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left on the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Miller right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Miller's got 16 points.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
McConnell against Giddey. That's tipped. Tries again. Takes it out to Siakam. And they recover it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Shot clock at 5. McConnell passes to Williams. Here's Siakam. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Siakam's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Giddey against McConnell. Giddey no good. Halliburton kicks to McConnell. Williams passes to Siakam. That's a 2 from Lee. The wing jumper off target. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't blow by.
Now preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Chicago right now, Vucevic is out there with Money. Then it's Miller. Then it's White. And it's Giddey in at the point.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Pass to Miller. Over Lee. Miller, no up.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
First team foul. At the line for Indiana, Aaron Nesmith.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 14. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. McConnell against Giddey. And stolen by McConnell. Now Lee. Now the pass to Nesmith. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bulls ball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. White inside. The wide open look here for Vucevic. It's rebounded by Indiana. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Lee against Miller. Goes up to the stripe. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
We're talking about a 6'9" guy with a 7'2" wingspan. Toppin loves to be above the rim. Picks up the loose change.
Master White. The three. And again, Chicago. No good.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The officials are all over that one.
At the line for Indiana, Lee. 2 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Pass to Huerter. Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Lee. Lee with the steal. Now here's Nesmith. He's tightly guarded. The bodyguard. It's good on the putback. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
White dishes to Vucevic. They need this one. And it's Giddey getting it to go. Giddey's got 12 points in just the second half.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
Here's McConnell. Yep, that one goes. And the Pacers lead by 20.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Giddey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
What a up fake from Josh Giddey. Boy, that defender was guessing and he guessed wrong.
Josh Giddey.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And here's McConnell. Pass to Neesmith. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Neesmith has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you notice this is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Miller, the pass to White. That's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Neesmith. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Miller. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. From past the arc. The putback. They grab their own miss. Clock at 6. And stolen by Miller. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Giddey's got 18 points just in the second half. Giddey against McConnell. Kicks it to Toppin. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They get a hand on it. Giddey the pass to White. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year. And that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Lee outside. It's rebounded by Herter.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Now, here's McConnell. To the paint, the pass to Toppin. Indiana moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lee. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Miller's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot. Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
the New Balance Player of the Game, Pascal Siakam.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Pacers leading by 18. Lee outside. Shoots from 14. It's all in by the Bulls. Miller's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Giddey. Driving in. Shoots. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Nembhard, and the layup falls. Nembhard's got 22.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Giddey, no good. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Basket counts. And that's now 24 points for lights out.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Here's Miller. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Miller's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, great fadeaway. That's nice touch with a lot of traffic around him.
Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 8th assist in the game. The Bulls shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Giddey. And it's blocked. Siakam outside. The rebound by Dosunmu. And Chicago shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Halliburton for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here's Nembhard. Light covering. Nembhard's shot is good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And White kicks to Giddey. Passes it to Dosunmu. Now here's Vucevic. He started closely. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
On the wing, Giddey. He's covered by Halliburton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I think, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families.
Shooting 2.
And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Giddey. Pacers leading by 22. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Out to the right wing.
Minutes.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. The Bulls shooting here about 46% for the game. Giddey, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the basket is good.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target passer. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
Pass to Vucevic. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Boris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
And so here is Indiana. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And it's Halliburton missing. The Bulls shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pacers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see many more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Pascal Siakam.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
That shot wide open.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Giddey. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Pascal, you've been getting stops, getting out and running. What is working defensively?
Our energy was where we wanted to be. And that's how we got to play every single night. We can't come in and not play that way, because that's the way we play. So we got to play like that every single night. And it starts with me. You know, like I have to bring my team to that energy level every single night. And, you know, I'm going to try my best to do that.
It was successful tonight, man. Congratulations on a big win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.